Hey everybody, welcome back to the Crypto Leprechaun Show. Coming at you tonight on this Friday evening at about 10:48. A little bit later than what I wanted to go on. Had to take care of a few things, unforeseen situations, but not that big a deal. Got through them just a little longer than I had expected. So coming at you a little bit later than I wanted to this evening. But I come with some good news in the fact that once again I can report that my watch list is in the green. I do have a couple. Actually, a couple of them that I really don't care a whole lot about are in the red, and the rest of them are in the green. So I feel like this is like it's reverted back to December before Christmas, where it goes red, green, and it can't stay just green. Dang it. Spring is right around the corner where you think green and green grass and hopefully green watch lists. Hopefully that follows. But yeah, doing real good. It's a heck of a lot better day, anyways, than it has been. It's not spectacular, but we'll take it at this point. Anything in the green is a good thing. Um, I've got some news tonight that I want to go over with you guys. I made some notes on. I will do that here momentarily. Um, but I just kind of want to go over my watch list real quick to update. And my top watch list are several of the top coins. We got XRP coming in at 76 cents, which seems to be holding pretty tight. Algo is it's just one of my personal coins that I like and that I have invested pretty heavily in. I like it. I'm able to stake it. I'm all about when I back in the day when I traded dividends. I was big into the dividends, or when I traded stocks, I was big into dividends. So staking definitely sparks my interest, and I've done rather well at that so far. So I'm happy with that. But it is down at $1.43, which there for quite a while it was well over $2, and I was very happy. So I was getting that on top of the percentage of staking. And then that leads us to Doge, and this is not in any specific order. I don't know how I have them on there. I just as I add them, they popped up on there. So coming in next is Doge at 15.6, which is definitely sliding sideways. I will take that over going down. I have some friends who, and I don't know, I'm just holding, but I've got a friend who is very heavily invested in cryptocurrency, and I don't know if this is true or not. I need to talk to a CPA to find out. But he started freaking out early this morning and was didn't want to lose all the profits that he had spent over a year building up and gaining, and he was doing that. He was losing a lot of the profits that he had gained, so he withdrew all of his cryptocurrency and put it on each platform and put it into USDT. He says that if you withdraw your crypto and put it into USDT and hold it in USDT, and then repurchase crypto at a later point, you do not pay capital gains. I do not know if that's true or not. If it is, it's very interesting. Could be used as a very interesting strategy, but do not hold much weight into what I just said because I have not investigated it myself. I need to find out um, for sure what is up with that. But that's some. If it's true, it's definitely interesting advice. And then that leads us to Mana at $3.05, which we will get into. One of my news notes this evening is I've been talking to you guys about Mana versus Sand, and I've got some more information on that struggle. And then I got then that leads us down to Ethereum at 31.90. It's down a little bit. It's still not breaking that 3,200 mark yet. And then Sheeb at 0.2946. And like I said, on all my streams, I'm leaving out the zeros on Sheeb because if you know anything about Sheeb, you know it's got four zeros in front of it. So 0.2948 for SHIB. So that is actually down a little bit. It had been trading in the 3.3s, I think 3.4s for quite a while. So I wish them well. Um, I am a huge Doge supporter, but I am not a huge Sheeb basher. I don't care. I wish them very well. I'm very impressed with their community. They have stuck together. They have held together, and they have proven, which against what my early thoughts and feelings were, they have proven me wrong. The fact that they can stay together and stay strong, as has the Dogecoin community. So kudos to you guys. The only thing I did not appreciate was, and I think they could have done things a little differently, would have brought the communities probably together closer, and they probably both would have done better, is the fact that when they first came out, they labeled themselves as the Doge Killer, which did not fare too well with the Doge community, and it started everything off on the wrong foot. So you know how that is. But anyways, I think that is kind of it's starting to get to be forgotten, and I feel like the communities are starting to come together a little bit, and which is very very good. And it takes more than one coin to make the whole crypto world go round, and I feel like if we can all work together, then we can go to the moon together. I say that every day. I say that every time I sign off, and I mean it, because if I hate on your coin, it's not going to make my coin go to the moon. I'm telling you that right now. Because if you hate on somebody else's coin, it just makes you and your community and your coin look like crap. So you know what? If and that leads us to Bitcoin. Bitcoin maxis are the worst. They are terrible at thinking that they are the only coin in the world and everything else is crap. And anyone who thinks that, or even would even cross Bitcoin's path, is just uh, non-existent and a poor soul. So if you just listen to them talk, and I listened to Twitter space and listened to Mark Cuban just give him what was for, and that was great. It was really really awesome. He did a really good job of doing that, so that was pretty cool. So and then it leads us to Solana at $139, which is it's showing it's up about 2%. So I don't know what it was down to. It must have dropped a little bit. Maybe it was like 136 last night. I don't know. I tell you what, I've got so many numbers and names and numbers running through my head that I sometimes hard to believe. I do get a little confused every once in a while. Yeah, and if anybody's curious, silver and gold are up a little bit. Actually, gold is down overall because it's 1,795 and it was over 18. Silver is at $22, which is holding tight. Which I like to look at those every once in a while. I used to buy and sell gold and silver, so I have a little interest in that. Just I don't anymore just because of the hassle. I had to take it 2 hours away to the refinery to sell it, and it was. I mean, if I had enough and it was enough money, it was worth the drive. But anyways, I don't have the office space for that anymore. I probably could do it mobile, but I just haven't messed with it. I've actually spent most of my time researching crypto, and I haven't, thank goodness, in the last probably 3 or 4 months. I have not, but I did swing trade slash day trade crypto and did very well with that. But it's time consuming. So, but luckily I stopped doing it right around the time I felt the volatility go to what I would call maybe an extreme. Like, and I noticed there were a lot of cryptos that would drop, and normally where I would buy and it would shoot back up, they weren't. They were dropping and then either holding tight, sliding sideways, or would drop more. So I felt very uncomfortable, and so I stopped at the perfect time and was able to come out of it unscathed. So I got really lucky there. I'm not denying the fact that I got very lucky. And then that also leads us down to sand, which is at $4.85, which is down quite a bit. It's up 0.57 on the day. I don't know the trading view time frame, but it's probably since, I don't know, maybe noon. I don't know, but it's at $4.85. So, but yeah, it was not very long ago that it was just $6. So I think that leads us to most of our Cardano is $1.22, up 1.52% according to TradingView. So I think that it looks like most of the top coins. And AMC is at 22.99, which I'm really surprised it's that low. Um, that looks like a really nice possible buying opportunity. It says it's up. It was up 2.36% today, so it must have been really low. I just missed it. We have just a quick little rundown on some stocks because I know there's a lot of people who are in crypto are also in some stocks. So Facebook is at $331 today. American Airlines at 1928. I have that on there because I had a really good tip that AAL, American Airlines, is a good day trade stock. So I've never done it. I haven't not done it. I just have it on there to watch it to see what it does, and it does fluctuate a lot. Just I mean, if you don't mind scalping for some smaller gains, because it's not going to go through the roof, but it doesn't seem like it's going to drop through the floor either. So it trades a lot in between 19, 20, $21. Like I said, AMC is at 22.99. Netflix down a little bit to 541. As I reported last night on some news, the Netflix could be in some trouble. Looks like they got a lot of competition coming out at them. Their forecast is a lot gloomier than normally expected. Um, yeah, and then we have Tesla down $37 today at $1,026, which is down quite a bit in the last couple of days comparatively speaking. It's inching in closer to that $1,000 mark, which is I feel like it's kind of spot of resistance. When it goes down below 1,000, it seems like it just keeps going. But if it stays above that 1,000, then it seems to be holding pretty steady. Uh, Luckily, it has the weekend to recover. The weekend probably came just at the perfect time for Tesla. Pfizer, Pfizer has been rocking and rolling for the last 2 months, 2.5 months, 3 months. Coca-Cola has done very well. It was trading in the 50s when I started watching it several months back. I have a buddy who works for Coke, and he and I just were talking about it. And Coca-Cola actually pays really good dividends, but it was trading around a 55, $56 mark for quite a while, and now it's up to 60. So that's pretty good for Coke. Also, like I said, considering that it pays a heck of a dividend. Or it did. I haven't looked recently, but I know that at one time it did. And then closing out at Google at 2,740 for the day. It's down just $10. So I don't know why I don't have Apple on here, but I don't. So probably because it's so expensive that I don't even think about buying and selling it. So, but yeah, now I'm looking over my. It's like I said, I did have a couple in the red, but now I'm down to only one crypto in the red. So looking good, looking good. We got a lot of green going on. Now a lot of those are very small percentages. Sheep actually is up on my watch list, the highest, right behind Solana. Just they're neck and neck. Doge is it's down. I mean it's just hanging sideways. 1562. I did what's tonight? This is Friday night. Wednesday, I did buy more Doge at 15.5, so it's right close to about where I bought it. And you do have to keep your throat moist, let me tell you, because you don't realize until you start doing this how dry your throat gets. I'm sorry, I gotta check one thing on my telephone real quickie. And it's exactly where I thought it was. Okay, so yeah, I'm back, and so that is that information. And now I guess I can get to a little bit of the news, and we can do this all at once, or I may break it down into a couple sections. Um, because there's a couple of different things that I was wanting to discuss. Now this all comes complimentary of Benzinga. Um, I find them to be a pretty reliable source, especially compared to like the Motley Fool. The only time I use the Motley Fool is when it gives factual numbers to back up what it's saying, and then I can go and check out to make sure that those numbers are correct. And if I show that they are, then I don't mind using the article. Um, and like, what was it last night? One of my videos before this, streams before this, um, the Motley Fool gave. I can't remember what I was gonna say now. They were giving away. They were giving some information that was what I felt was pretty good actually. Oh, they were giving. I know what I was gonna say. They actually were seemed to give crypto kudos, which a lot of times they don't. They seem to be more stock people. They seem to sway more towards stocks and away from crypto, and kind of view. Seems to me like they view crypto as kind of the devil. But they actually gave compliments to crypto, saying that it had no ill news and was holding at that time. A publication was holding firm compared to its counterpart stock market. Um, so this news is from Benzinga, and it discusses about the Bitcoin estimate. Bennett, who is a writer, feels that Bitcoin has to rebound above 53,000 level, and Ethereum has to go back up above $4,000 range for the cryptocurrency to turn bullish again. Um, yeah, so I took that article and I just took basically the headline from it. And then it goes on to say said a bunch of other stuff, blah 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 blah, kind of redundant. So I didn't copy that, but I thought that maybe I could just expand on that just a little bit myself, and I feel like that I agree with that. And first and foremost, mainly because we know that unfortunately the whole market goes with Bitcoin. So Bitcoin goes to $53,000. I mean, it's kind of almost a redundant statement because we all know that if Bitcoin goes up, the whole market's going to go up, right? So, of course, if Bitcoin goes to $53,000, and then second behind that is Ethereum. If Ethereum is at $4,000, of course, probably the whole market's going to be up. So, I don't know. Take that information for what it's worth, but it's kind of like, did you really know the sky is blue and grass is green? Yeah, I kind of knew that. So, thanks for the information. That's kind of how I feel about that. But I wanted to throw that in there because there are some people that may not know that. And that is something that might be good to know in the future if you did not know that. That pretty much at this point, until Bitcoin gets flipped, which is probably, I feel like it's going to happen. I just don't know who, when, why, when, and where. Who, what, when, why, and where. Um, I think there's a couple cryptos. I keep wanting to say stocks. I think there's a couple cryptos that are gunning for them and that could do it. I think Ethereum could in a heartbeat if they get their stuff together. They got to come out with Ethereum too because right now what they got going on is not working for them. As far well, I mean it is. It's just the reason it's working for them is because they're so big and they are so much a part of everything that's going on that it's that's why they're so stable. But I think they could even go further, be and beyond because who are you talking to? Well, I'm making a live video, brother, and I it's one of those deals where I have people come in and out, and sometimes they chat and ask questions. So I'm not talking currently to anyone, I guess. But for whatever reason, I am new. I've only made a few videos, so I'm basically hidden. And then after I go live, then it's like my videos blow up. So I don't know. It's one of those deals where until I get to the point where I'm monetized, I probably will be hidden. It's just one of those building factors. So thanks for stopping by and saying hey. I appreciate it, and I would appreciate if you would hit the like button, subscribe button, and ring a ding that bell so you know when I go live, and trying to build this community up. But anyways, back to um, yeah, Ethereum being bullish, and anyway, I just lost track where I was at. So my next news topic has to do with Samsung joining the metaverse. I thought that was very interesting. South Korean electronics giant Samsung has become the latest corporation to join the metaverse bandwagon. At the Consumer Electronics Show, Samsung debuted Samsung 837X, an immersive world that can be explored virtually. This is modeled on the physical Samsung 837 flagship location in New York City. Interesting. Fantasy will meet reality in this creative hub as users explore experiences unlocked with Samsung technology, the company said. Samsung 837X will debut in Central Land, which is Mana, which is an open source 3D virtual world platform. The platform allows users to virtual plots of land as non fungible tokens using its native token Decentraland, Mana. So, with that said, Samsung is using Mana, okay, for their world, metaverse world. And this has been a big debate in my mind and a couple other people. It was wild the other day. I was just going through the the back and forth in my own mind, and then I see a post on Twitter from Artifact, who posted on there asking the public who they felt was going to be the better buy, Sand or Mana. And so he and I bounced a few things off each other, and basically by the time we got done talking, we both were leaning more towards Mana. Um, so here I found an article that asked. It's based around whether if you invested $1,000 in Sand and Mana at the beginning of January 2021, how much it would be worth right now. So this article says Sandbox coin traded at a high of 0.0379. This is Sandbox on January 1st, 2021. A $1,000 investment in Sand on the first day of the year could have bought 26,385 Sand coins. Okay, so Sand is traded between 0.0345 and $8.44 for the year. The $1,000 investment would be worth $135,356 today, based on a current price of $5.13, which we know is not quite there yet, but it was. Okay, so that's Sand. So if you spent $1,000, it would be worth $135,000 today. Now, Mana coin traded at a high of 0.08 on January 1st. A $1,000 investment in Mana on the first day of the year could have bought 11,918 Mana coins. Mana has traded between 0.07 and 590 for the year. The $1,000 investment would be worth $39,213 today, based on current price of $3.29. So investing $2,000 in 2 coins connected to the metaverse could have been one of the best investments made at the beginning of the year, with a value of $174,000. which doesn't make sense. Yes, it does. I'm sorry. Because Sam would have been worth 135, and Mana would have been worth 39,000. So if you just would have invested $1,000 in each of them, my lord, it would be worth that. Oh, where's the magic ball, huh? Where is your magic ball, crystal ball? Wow. But yeah, so I don't know. I mean, it all depends on, you know, sand is going to be a lot more volatile. In the Midwest, we say volatile. Most people in the North say volatile. Um, but I'm in the Midwest, so I say volatile a lot. I don't know. Is it pop or soda? I call it pop. So I don't know. You know, my big thing on it is the fact that sand is going to be a lot more, like I said, a lot more volatile. But you're not going to have the opportunity for gains like you are in Mana. I'm sorry, but you are going to have a greater opportunity for gains than you are in Mana right now. Mana, I think, is more stable. I feel like Mana in the long run is probably going to be more secure. The problem is just which one's going to be, okay, so Samsung chose Mana to do their metaverse, but is, our, say, Sony. Is Sony going to take Mana or is it going to take Sand? I don't know. I don't know. And I wonder what, like, if any of it's going to have to do with where they were created. Like, but maybe not because I thought Sand was created in Asia. So, Samsung being an overseas company, apparently that didn't have anything to do with it. So that kind of cuts that theory down. Um, yeah, so I don't know. We shall see who wins the battle of metaverse, Mana or Decentraland, or Mana or Sand. But with all that information, it helps a little bit to realize where you would have been at a year later, right? So, um, yeah, we'll see. But that's all the news quotes I had. There was kind of, that's the most information, the newsworthy stuff that I found today, anyways, because it was a slow day, but it was a lot more. It was a lot busier day than normal. The last couple of days have been. So, with that said, hopefully, leading into the weekend, hopefully, maybe we'll have a good weekend. Let's knock on wood. So we're in a green. Hopefully, this is the beginning of some pumps, some pumpernickels here, um, and we can go from there. Hopefully, but yeah, it's all green now. So I guess it didn't have much further to go down. So Crow is at 47 cents. Man, that is interesting. I want to check Coin Market Cap real quick before I let you guys go. Um, Trending MetaPets, Mars Floki Inu, AquaGoat.finance. Biggest gainers, Ninja Floki, Dragon Infinity, ERC20. Most recently added, Step, Kirby X, and iCrypto World. I'm like Matt Wallace. Get your own names. Come on, guys. Now we got Meta everything. We got Mars everything. We got Floki everything. We got Inu everything. Ninja Floki, Baby Doge. I couldn't sit here and list them all. It's crazy. It's stupid, Looks like market caps haven't changed a whole lot. Or from Doge and Shiba, they haven't. Bitcoin looks like it's about the same market cap. ETH, nothing. Doesn't look like anything has really changed just a whole lot the last couple days. But I would encourage all of you to, while we have a second here, real quick, to go down there, right about there, and hit that like button, and then come over here, and right about there, hit the subscribe button, and then come over here in the corner and hit that bell, ring that bell, so you know when I go live, and you come on and watch me and help me build my community. That would be wonderful, because I'm trying to build this community up so we can get fired up and we can get more people in here and get it rocking and rolling. I consecutively I have streamed 6.5 hours one session, and I streamed for about 4.5 hours last night, and I am at 31 minutes tonight. I think I'm going to start doing some. What I've found out that my short videos almost do better than my really long videos, and I think that's partly due for the fact that I don't. If I had a bunch of active watchers, then it might be a different story. But because while I'm live, I don't, then it doesn't matter how long the video really is. If I do a 30-minute video or an hour video and I get 50 viewers, then it's a lot easier on me than if I do a 6-hour stream and get 50 viewers. So it is what it is. I'd rather do a couple of small ones and maybe get possibly more viewers than to do one long one and get the same amount. So I don't know. As long as I guess I pack it full of information, valuable information, then I guess it doesn't really matter. But one reason that I streamed so long the other night was because there was a gentleman who jumped in, and we had a really good time bouncing information off each other. He was actually helping me out, giving me some pointers on some information as far as I'm in the process of looking into getting some newer equipment. When I first started this, I started with nothing, and now I've come to realize that I need to upgrade my equipment. The computer I have is old enough. It's not old, but it's just old enough that it won't run an OBS system, which I really need an OBS because I want to be able to chart and show you guys the graphs. Get off my mountain. Show you guys the graphs, and so that you can look at the same thing I'm looking at in real time, and we can chart together, and which I think is fun, and watch the candles go up and down and wicks, and that way we can do it all together, and my equipment flows extremely. And I'm also in the process of rearranging. This is actually my business office that I am using, and so I'm in the process of completely redoing this room and setting it up more for a studio. And I'm still going to have my business computer uh, in one of the corners probably, but I'm going to have a whole new setup, computer and everything for streaming, and hopefully it'll be a better process, and everything will be good to go as far as that's concerned. So and there was something else I was going to say, but it has eluded me. I don't know. Does anybody out there have any questions or comments that they would like to ask or bounce anything off of me? If you're out there, I would encourage you to hit that like button, subscribe button, and please ring that bell so you know when I go live. I am pretty much hidden right now because I'm so new, and people are actually just stumbling upon me. It's the only way they're able to find me, because I am hidden because I don't have very much viewership, and I'm almost at 500 subscribers, which is not bad in a few weeks. You only have to have 1,000, or not only, but you have to have 1,000 viewers. I'm sorry, subscribers to become monetized, and then you need 4,000 watch hours and 48 hours, which is the hard one. However, the more subscribers you have, the easier that's going to become to get. So, someone who has like say Living with Lucy, if she's got 35,000 viewers, that's a lot less viewing per subscriber to get to 4,000, which is not should not be that hard. But so I got to build up my I need to build up my subscribers first, and then I'll work on my watch hours. So I will get there in due time. It's just a process. I've done a lot of research, and it sounds like that you need to do. One gentleman who was seemed very well experienced in the whole making channels and whatnot, said that to not even think twice about how your channel's doing or your videos before you've done 35 to 40 videos, and then you can kind of go from there and start focusing more or redirecting your channel or changing things up to try to get more viewership and subscriptions. So yeah, so that's about it. I think I'm gonna cut it short, and I may be back on a little bit later, see how things go. But that is all the information I have for right now. Much love to you guys, and as I always say, there's no I in crypto, and if we all work together, we can go to the moon together. Peace.